Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 29th. We're just going to jump right in here, Scorpio, and we are going to see what is going on for you in your current general energies. And sorry, this whole entire deck is still upside down. It's been upside down all day, but welcome to my life, right? Next, we're going to look at anything unexpected that could be coming in for you at this time. In your next row, we're going to look at what you need to know for your highest good this week, right here. And sorry, this is going to drive me nuts, but there we go. In your last row, we're going to look for what your next action should be as well this week. And then at the end, we are going to pull three yes or no question cards as well. So, Scorpio, you have this time for a deep dive card, this Swan Spirit. So, this card can represent needing to dive deep into something. You also end with this fish card as well. It's kind of interesting because the fish is about small wins. The other thing is that this card kind of comes with a warning about diving deep into something. It kind of says that, yes, it's important to, like if you're going to start a business, it's like you're going to be more successful if you dive into it. If you put everything you got into it, you're probably going to be more successful. But there's also a need to make sure that what you're doing is working. It's like sometimes we can dive into something, but maybe we're going in the wrong direction. We're not actually getting to the juice. We're not getting to the good stuff. And I do feel that here, not really a warning. I just pretty much feel this first row is just saying, really good. Dive deep into things that interest you this week. But again, make sure to put energy into the things that are actually working. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Justice card, and the Ace of Cups. Again, the Wheel of Fortune is like cause and effect. So it says if you put energy into an activity or into something, do you see a result? And if the answer is yes, then keep going. That fish card at the end, I really feel is it kind of connected to this first row. The fish card is about having small wins, creating and making sure to create those small wins as well. So I feel that would be a great way to kind of operate this week if you're starting something new, or even if you're not starting something new, even if you're just trying to be more successful or trying to be more healthy or trying to find love, whatever you're trying to do, I would say creating those small wins would be a good idea instead of, investing everything, all your energy all at once, right? And that is the Justice card. It's like, yeah, justice can represent justice, but it can also just be cause and effect. Like, is what I'm doing working, plain and simple. You also have the Wheel of Fortune. It could be a change in your fortunes this week. I'm pretty sure all three water signs have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel you're feeling more lucky. I feel you're feeling more like things are working in your life. I would be careful of bad luck as well. It is popping into my head, but I don't really feel it's bad luck. I feel that for some of you, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I feel like there could be a triggering moment this week where either a person from the past returns or there's just a person in your life who triggers you. Like for some of us, it's our parents or friends or a certain sibling or something along those lines. I do feel some sort of triggering type of situation here. Again, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Not really a big deal. I would just say ignore them or make sure you have boundaries put up against a person if you know that a person triggers you in a certain way. The other way that I see this manifesting is that for some of you, maybe you're realizing that a certain person in your life is bad luck. Maybe you are realizing that being around them brings you down or lowers your vibration or does something. And I feel you could be, for whatever reason, there really are no cards of boundaries here, but I feel like you're putting boundaries against something like that. You have the Ace of Cups here as well. I do feel there could be love coming in for you, a new love opportunity. I feel like it's going to be something that makes you very happy. Feel like this person wants to move a little slow. You have the Knight of Pentacles here. Definitely could be an earth sign that's coming in for you. If it's not an earth sign, I would say it's probably a person who has a lot of earth in their chart. But earth is the thing that is standing out to me the most here, Scorpio. So I would say that this could be very good, but I do feel they're a little bit slow moving. I'm not so sure that you care, though. I mean, it might not be a bad thing, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Queen of Swords, seeing things very, very clearly. For some of you, I feel like you're understanding how things affect your luck. To me, luck is just preparation. It's just being prepared to be lucky. And the more prepared we are in all areas of our life, the more lucky we tend to be. But the opposite is also true. And I'm kind of getting both here. This doesn't feel like a bad thing, like I said, and also I feel you see it with that Queen of Swords. She normally only has clouds. up to her shoulders, it means she sees clearly. She understands what the bad luck charm in her life is. She understands what the good luck charms in her life are. For a lot of you, I feel like, again, this is a person, if it's a bad luck thing, and I feel this person is just a walking disaster, Scorpio, so I would avoid those walking disaster type people. And it might be one of those things. We can't necessarily cut everyone out of our life, or, there might be certain people you don't want to cut out of your life, but maybe they're just a walking disaster. I feel like this is saying they just need to be avoided for right now, for whatever reason. With the Justice card, you have the Moon card. Very interesting, because the moon, you have the moon and then the sun. I'm pretty sure Cancer also had the moon and the sun as well. And what I would say here is that with Justice in the moon, maybe you have been putting energy out, but you actually are not seeing the energy being returned. So the moon sometimes can make it a little bit hard for us to see what is working with the Justice card. This looks like a turnaround to me. So I feel if you've been having a hard time getting feedback on the things that you're doing, this could be literally from people at work or in business. Maybe you want feedback from your boss. I feel there could finally be feedback here. For others, this is more figurative, like in your business. Maybe you're finally seeing a direction this week on what is the right direction to go in. I like this. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Ace of Swords. There you go. Definitely a victory coming in for you. Doesn't even want to focus. There we go. I feel there's success, and the Ace of Swords is a victory. It's also a card of like laser-like focus, being very, very focused on what you want to have be successful in your life, or being focused on the things that you just want to work in your life in general. And so I feel laser-like focus would be a very good thing for you. I also love two aces. Two aces is a definite yes to me. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this Treasured Memories card. Again, I keep getting the word triggered on this card for some reason, and I feel it's because you could be either having a memory or someone is bringing up a memory, and I feel we can have positive memories with a person, but that person could also, again, be a bad luck charm in our life, or maybe they're just a walking disaster and everything they touch breaks, and I would be very careful of that energy here, but there is some sort of triggering moment happening for you this week. I don't want you to scare you. Again, this actually looks pretty good. You have the Five of Cups, the Sun, and the Ten of Cups. These are pretty good cards, except for this Five of Cups, but the Five of Cups could be you needing to just see it from a different perspective. He's crying over what was, when he could have something totally different that leads to this bridge and this castle. So I always say with the Five of Cups that there could be better opportunities or bigger and better things coming in for you, but you have to turn around and be grateful for like the two cups that you do have. So if there's some sort of triggering thing involving a loss or the past, I feel you need to look at what you do have here. You do have the Sun, so a lot of happiness coming in for you. I also do feel that this is talking about going from the Moon period to the Sun period. I feel that you're coming out of a period of darkness, and feedback seems to be a little bit more clear, meaning you put energy into something, you get a result. In the past, I feel you've been putting energy into things, and maybe you're not sure what direction to go in because the feedback hasn't been exactly clear on the direction you're supposed to go in. So a certain sense of clarity in this reading. I like this. Next, you have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, of course, is fortune after difficulty, happiness. It's card of community, card of happy home, happy family. To me, the Ten of Cups can be your happily ever after. For some of you, I feel part of this triggering memory, or this, it is a treasured memory, so it could be a good memory, but it's still kind of triggering you in some way. It could be about someone that you thought you were going to have a happy home, happy family with this Ten of Swords. So, oh, sorry, I didn't even show you. You have the Ten of Swords right here. So that could be the thing, that is triggering you, is like the thoughts of things were supposed to be better and they weren't. But where is this going? It's so weird that it's like popping up like a triggering memory, but it's also positive. With the Five of Cups, you have the Nine of Wands, boundaries. we talked about this earlier. I would definitely put up boundaries against anyone who has hurt you from the past. We're entering to retrograde season here. Mercury is going to go retrograde in September, and we're not there yet, but we're going to be in the shadow pretty soon. And what I would say here is that I would put up boundaries against anyone who's, again, a walking disaster. I might have said this to you recently. I feel like I use those words with you as well. So that's what I'll say there. With the Sun card, you have the Temperance card. You've been waiting for this. Temperance says you've been very patient. You've been waiting for the sun to come up. You've been probably asking why on pretty much anything in your life. Like, why do things have to go this way? Why does this happen to me? Why isn't this working? If you're working on a business, and you're finally getting clarity on what does work. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's something you were holding on to, I feel. from the past. It really looks to me like you're ready for something new. For some of you, I feel you could have either recently let go of or are letting go of a relationship maybe that you've been holding on to for a long time. Maybe you're not even together. Maybe it was just a situationship. It's almost like you finally made up your mind on something here, Scorpio, and I feel like this is a good thing, of course. Next on in the area of what you need to know for your highest good this week, you have a change in the wind card. So clearly there's a change a-coming here for you, Scorpio, and I feel this change, it has to do with direction. And you can see that the wind is blowing, this way. I'm backwards, but blowing in this direction. So I feel this has to do with a change in direction. Your first card is the Seven of Pentacles, literally represents a change in direction in your life. But this change is due to clarity. It's due to everything that we've been talking about so far. So you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Seven of Pentacles is my card of, is the juice worth the squeeze? He's looking at those Seven Pentacles and he's saying, is it worth it? Was it worth putting all this work into these Seven Pentacles, or is there something better? And, the thing is that it's not necessarily as if he's leaving these pentacles behind just because, it wasn't good enough. I just sometimes feel that the Seven of Pentacles comes up because we know we're meant for more. And that's what this reading looks like to me. That fish, if you just go with the flow, if you were a fish, you wouldn't be very strong, right? Fish that swim upstream, they're very, very strong and powerful, and they can swim up over waterfalls like salmon and stuff like that. So, what I would say here is that if we're always just going with the flow, that isn't always necessarily a good thing. Definitely popping into my head with the Seven of Pentacles that it's like, yeah, there might be something that's good in your life, but you're meant for something bigger. You're meant for something better. So it's like, why would you stay where you are? You have the Two of Pentacles. You've been going back and forth on this thought probably for quite a long time, I feel. And Two of Pentacles, like spinning plates, juggling. For some of you, I feel you understand that you can't have 1 foot in, 1 foot out of anything that you want to do right now. It's kind of a go big or go home type of energy that I get in your reading. And what I mean by that is, let's pretend that you're juggling a side business and a job. I feel you're saying to yourself, if I'm going to do this business, I need to do it. I need to really dive into it and kind of make it happen. I need to burn my boats, as Tony Robbins says, right? And so some of you, I feel, are kind of in that burn your boats type of mode. For others, if it's a person that you're letting go of, I feel it's one of those things where you're saying to yourself, this person has taken a lot of my energy, and, it's like if I don't let them go, then I'm not going to be able to find someone new because they're taking up the space. And so I feel this Two of Pentacles is more an energy of creating space, especially with this Ten of Swords for you, Scorpio, right here. I'm almost positive I said the same thing to you in your September reading, or something very, very similar. So this is clearly an energy that you are dealing with or have dealt with already. And again, you will be probably dealing with in September, I would say. Even though, this reading, I'm terrible at math, right? This reading goes into September, so that makes perfect sense to me. But let's see where this is going for you, Scorpio. These little decks are terrible for shuffling for me. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the World. You're meant for something bigger. Exactly what I said. I feel that you're capable of doing a lot more as well, so you're just ready to expand. I feel this for a lot of people. I literally said a couple weeks ago in a Virgo reading, I think it was, I was talking about how I see all this empty space. It's almost as if people feel very restricted right now, but I feel like it's not really restriction. I feel like the universe wants us to fill a bunch of empty space. The universe is expanding. The universe wants to fill those spaces with, whatever, our creations, our energy, our love, joy, happiness, all those good things. And I kind of feel that here. And that's why I feel you're feeling this pull to have this change in direction, to do something bigger. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Wands. This is the thing about juggling. It's like it can be too much work. Ten of Wands is a card of burdens or carrying too many responsibilities. I actually feel if you're making this change with that Two of Pentacles, it's still going to be a lot of work. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, like I said, but at the same time, I feel it's worth it, the amount of work. And the Ten of Wands can just be a certain point of too many boundaries or too many burdens on your shoulders, and you just have to make a change. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Sun. Love it. The Star. Love it. Amazing. The Star is a card of hope, faith, renewal, but you have the Sun and the Star right here. The Sun and the Star together in tarot to me can represent fame and fortune. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to become famous, but it's really good if you're trying to get attention, if you're trying to get a raise or a promotion or anything along those lines. Really good for love if you're trying to get attention as well. So this definitely is going in a positive direction. Next in the area of what is this? Your next actions. You have the fish. The fish is about small wins. I love this card in this deck, and it's about creating those small wins every single day in your life. So what's like a small win for you in whatever it is that you're trying to create in your life here, Scorpio? It's like I'm starting a podcast, and like a small win for me is contacting 5 people every single day. Small thing, doesn't take much work to send out 5 emails to 5 people every single day, right? Pretty much nothing, but it's something that over a long period of time has a massive impact. I can have my schedule fully booked out in no time, right? By doing it this way. It's like, what can you do that's small but also big, or will lead to something big? And that's what this is asking you to do, especially for those that are making a change here. If you're going from like one relationship to something better, what is something you can look for that is a trait maybe that's been missing in all the people you've dated up until this point? Is there something better that you can look for? And here's the thing, is that's probably going to be scary. In relationships, we typically pick the same type of person who has the same type of traits because it's easy for us, right? If we're being honest, that's why we pick the people we pick. And usually the people who are truly good for us, maybe we don't fall in love with them right away. Or maybe we feel afraid to be near them or scared of them. And usually those are the people we should probably be with, the ones that make us stretch, the ones that make us grow, the ones that maybe we're not like afraid of them, but maybe we're a little bit scared or nervous to be around them, right? Those are usually the people that we should be with because maybe they don't have any problems. Maybe they don't have any trauma or something like that. Maybe they're a good person, right? And so I feel this is saying, what's like the small win that you can look for? Same thing in business, like the example I gave you, Scorpio. You have the 5 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. The 5 of Wands is a card of learning. I always say that these people, they are using sticks to fight. They're not using swords. So it's a card of education, learning. They're learning how to fight. And it is a card of conflict and competition, but like I always say, again, it's a card of really learning through those things. So if you've experienced any conflict, I feel this is asking you to look at what you have learned. You have the 9 of Swords here as well. 9 of Swords is a card of having a nightmare, waking up and being stuck in a nightmare. But you have a choice. I always say down here, there's a person who's hitting another person with a sword in that bottom kind of carving on the bed. And it says you can be the bug or the windshield. You can be the person that has a sword, or you can be the person that's getting hit by the sword. And I feel that energy of taking your power back with this 9 of Swords energy. You also have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is about needing to get moving forward. I feel a lot on this Knight of Pentacles. I'm not going to lie. For some of you, or for a lot of you, I feel like this is a person that's entering into your life. I feel this person is in the 9 of Swords mode. I feel like they've recently been hurt, or maybe they just have a history as far as relationships are concerned. I actually feel like this is a good person, like if they can get over themselves, is kind of what I feel. I don't want to call this person out, but you know, what I would say here is I feel like it's worth a shot. You know, if a person like this approaches you, or if you go on a date with a person like this, I do feel they will open up. But I do feel, and you know, at the same time, it's like we can't force someone to do something. So if this person doesn't open up, again, cause and effect. If you are putting energy in and they're not opening up and they're not putting energy back into the relationship, then maybe it's time to move on, right? I think that sometimes we waste too much time with people like this. So what I would say here, good person if they open up, plain and simple. For others, I feel this is you needing to get started on just the change in direction. You are clearly ready to plant new fields in your life. And I feel these are going to be very, very abundant fields as well. What was that? Magician. You have the power to create whatever you want at this time here, Scorpio. So love it. But let's see what we get for this last row. With the 5 of Wands, you have the 8 of Wands, quick success coming in for you. I'm pretty sure all 3 water signs had the 8 of Wands this week. Like clearly quick success coming in for you water signs. Also could be communication that causes conflict. Like I said, I would put up boundaries against anyone who could cause conflict in your life. We're also getting close to the Mars retrograde as well. As I've been saying all year, I would be careful of like no arguments in the home, especially Scorpio. With the 9 of Swords, you have the Empress. Definitely glow up vibes in your reading because you have the Sun, the Star, and the Empress now. So a lot of attention on you. I do feel there could be a lot of attention on you this week in general. Could be very attractive at this time as well. For others, if you want to talk to a person, by the way, I feel like this person will find you very attractive. So, you know, you might want to go back to don't go back to the 1950s, but, you know, maybe you need to drop something in front of the person so that they can pick it up for you or something like that. And I feel, you know, I don't know, I feel this kind of meet cute type of situation going on here, Scorpio. So If you're interested in a person, again, drop your handkerchief so they can pick it up. Go walk in the rain so they can open an umbrella for you, right? Do something like that. That's what I would say here with this Empress energy, because I feel, that could open the doors to communication. Let's put it that way. Take it how it resonates, but that's what I'll say there. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is just walking towards fulfillment. A lot of people, the Eight of Cups came up like crazy in the September readings. It seems to me like September is a month of just cutting out the crap. Let's put it that way, plain and simple. So let's see here, Scorpio. Amazing reading. I love it. We're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3 right here. 1, 2, and 3. Feel free to pause this reading if you need time to think of your questions. 1, 2, 3. For question number 1, you have the Page of Pentacles. I would say yes. I also feel there's communication, something with communication with a person if you're asking about love or if you want love in your life. But there's some sort of catalyst that needs to happen for communication. It is popping into my head very, very clearly. Again, do you need, what is your handkerchief? What could you, like the movies, like I said, from the 1930s, 50s, whenever, right? Where the lady would drop her handkerchief, and again, it doesn't matter what gender you are, they would drop something so the man would pick it up, right? This is not a sexist thing either, although I'm sure somebody's going to go off in the comments and, tell me that it is. I will pin that person's comment because somebody's going to leave that comment. Trust me, they've already left the video. They don't even know I'm talking about them, right? So what I'm going to say here is that there needs to be some sort of catalyst. Can you accidentally bump into this person? Can you accidentally spill your coffee on this person? I don't know. Something needs to happen here is what I'm going to say. For question number 2, you have the Tower. It actually came up in reverse. Something's wrong with this deck, but I don't read reversals. I feel like something needs to change here. I would say no. I feel no intuitively, reverse or otherwise. I feel like something needs to change here, so I'd say no. For question number 3, I would say yes, 3 of Wands. What are you waiting for? I feel it is time for you to get moving. So this is an awesome reading here, Scorpio. I really like where this is going for you. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.